Welcome to this video. We are going to see about a class 8 chapter 6 in history. I am using a class 8 app NCERT books. We are going to social studies, our past, third part. Chapter 6, weavers, iron smelter and factory owners. Just wait for a minute. The books are available in free, guys. You can download it in a Play Store app. We are going to read 3 or 4 pages only. We are going to read. It's a basic of this lesson for only class 8. There are 12 pages in this lesson. Yeah, we can read. This chapter tells the story of the craft and industries of India during a British rule by focusing on two industries, namely textile and iron and steel. Both these industries were crucial for industrial revolution in the modern world. Mechanized production of cotton textiles made Britain the foremost industrial nation in the 19th century, and when its iron and steel industry started growing from the 1850, Britain came to be known as a workshop of the world. In the industrialization of Britain had this much. Indian textile and world market. It's not too important. We can read words tell us histories. European traders first encountered fine cotton cloth from the India carried by the Arab merchants in the moisture in the present day Iraq, so they began referring to all finely woven textiles. Muslims, a word that acquired wide currency when the Portuguese first came to India in the search of spices. They landed in Calicut on Kerala coast. Coast in southwest India. The cotton textiles which they took back to Europe along with the spices came to be called calico, derived from Calicut. It substantially calico became a general name for all cotton textiles. This para is so important, children. Yeah, we can read in this para. Now look at the names that of different varieties of cloth in the book. Among us, the pieces ordered in the bulk were printed cotton cloths called chinsa, for casa and bandana. Do you know where English term chins comes from? Derived from Hindi term chinsa. Comes from derived colorful flowery designs from the 1680. There started a craze for printed Indian cotton textiles in the England and Europe, mainly for their exquisitely floral designs, fine texture. Rich people of England, including the Queen herself, were cloths of Indian fabric. Note this point. Queen herself were the cloths of Indian fabric. This point is very important, children. Similarly, the word bandanas now refers to any brightly Next is bandana, Hindi for tying, and referred to a variety of brightly colored cloth produced through a method of tying and dyeing. There were other cloths in the order book were Orissa, Charponi. They were widespread use of such words shows how popular Indian textiles and become different parts of world. Our, two paras are not important. Our third para only is so important. Okay, we should read compulsory. Competition with Indian textiles also lead a search for technological invention in England in 1764. The spinning jenny was invented by John Kay, which increased productivity for the traditional spinning. The invention of the steam engine of Richard Awaket in 1786 revolutionized cotton textile. Weaving a cloth could now be woven in immense quantities and cheaply too. Okay, children, you should see these reforms. These reforms are so important. You should be trying these reforms. Okay, there are only 12 reforms in this chapter. See this. Keep reading this chapter fully, and we should know what is in iron smelters. Just comment me in the comment box. Okay, would you like this video? Subscribe this channel please. Okay, thank you very much, children.